Hello and welcome to Life Happens with Bahati Joyce, where we take life head on and make it happen, bringing you the best of Africa. Today I am with Matilda Kambanga. She is a natural remedy and wellness consultant. She runs her own business where she helps other women with infertility. She's also a wife and a mother, and she's very proud of the work that she does, reaching out to other women. So we were talking about your story, particularly your success, because now we're at the part where you had a success. You had your child, you were helping other women have children, and it was working. You were doing well.
Yes.
How did now you grow from there? Did you have any complications with your child? Did you have any further complications? What happened from there?
I remember 2015, it was December. My baby, she was sick. We took her to the hospital. The doctor was saying she's fine, she'll be okay. I'm sitting here with my husband and I'm sitting here with my mama mdogo. She's also a doctor. They're telling me the baby is fine, she'll be fine, maybe within 1 hour. 24 hours later, I'm sitting on bed. I'm turning it, I'm turning back. I'm realizing my baby is not breathing. She's already gone.
Wow. How long after you had the baby?
It was 9 months and 20 days.
9 months.
Yeah.
And what happened?
The doctor has no real explanation about it. They just say that the heart stopped breathing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was it related to your condition?
No.
It wasn't related to your condition?
Something else.
Okay.
But yesterday she was fine. Tomorrow gone.
Just like that?
Just like that. No explanation.
How did you cope? How did you deal after having to go through so much to get fruit, to get results, to get a child? As a woman who was struggling with infertility, how did you cope with the loss of your first child?
It was very difficult. I gave up. I never really understood anything. I never really understood the time I've been spending helping those women. And then one day, I'm just waking up, my baby is gone. And then I'm wondering, maybe I spent too much time helping other women and I could not notice my baby is sick. What kind of a mother I am, I felt useless.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you blamed yourself a lot.
Yes. And then I wondered, how come I am with my mama mdogo? She's a doctor. She's not realizing that my baby, she's in danger. Then I'm wondering, how come the doctor is telling me that the baby is fine and then she's dying? I never really understood. Maybe I said, maybe they are very unprofessional. Maybe they don't know what they were doing. Maybe I was at the wrong hospital.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have been taking my baby hospital every week. And then my husband, how can you take a baby to the hospital who is not sick? You understand? Because the last month we were at the hospital for regular checkup. We do it monthly.
And she was fine?
She was very fine.
Wow.
So I never really understood. So I went into confusion world and I lost my memory. I forgot who I was.
Wow. You physically lost your memory?
Yes. I forgot who I was.
How did you come out of such a dark place? As at this point, you remember you were a hero for so many women. How did you manage to deal with that and come out of that?
It was very difficult because it made me somebody else. It made me blame everyone. It made me hate people. It made me hate everyone in front of me. It made me blame God. God, where were you?
Right.
Where were you when this thing was happening? Were you not aware of it? Where were you? So I felt rejected, unloved, cursed. All that, you know.
It's depression kicking in.
Yeah. I was in so much depression. In a way, I gave up about everything.
Did you also give up on the lifestyle that you had now adopted?
Everything, including my marriage, including the other child I had.
Wow.
All I wanted was to die.
Wow.
I was just waiting, when am I going to die, so that I can be with another baby. So there was too much regret. Then I'm realizing the regret is what was killing me. It's very bad to be in regret. Yeah? Today you are saying, maybe I should have done this, maybe I should have done this. It's a bad thing.
Tell me now about the part of overcoming. You know, how did you manage to come out of this dark place, this depression? Did you come out of it? Because you didn't just get pregnant, you worked to get pregnant.
Yes.
And after now getting to that climax, you lost your child and went through this period of depression. So many women are dealing with similar things. How did you manage to come out?
It took me 3 years. Yeah?
3 years?
3 years, because my baby died in 2015. 2018 is when I got my full recovery.
Wow.
Yeah, because I was going crazy. I was losing my mind. Some other days I could scream and call my daughter's name. Where are you? Where are you? You understand? Eh? So people could come and give me advices. It never really made sense. And most of the advice they gave me more problems than helping me. Can you imagine someone is telling me, you are young, you have another baby.
Oh.
There is no replacement for that.
Wow.
You understand? Eh?
So some of the advice we give
Yeah.
in good spirit.
Yeah.
You know,
you have another baby.
Yeah.
Someone is telling you, be thankful to God. At that time, you don't understand even if God does exist.
Yeah.
Then I'm realizing this thing of faith is too personal. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you are believing is not what I'm believing. Yeah. When you are in that situation, you are beyond words. And then someone is coming and giving you advice. And most of those advices is judging advice, which is destroying you more rather than making you. How I got my healing, it was me practicing the word of God. Only. God became my only psychologist.
So you turned to your faith,
Yeah.
to crawl out of that dark place. Wow. And did you get any stigma for losing your child?
Yes.
Did you got stigmatized?
Yes,
for
I
that?
did.
Yeah. It was like you was your fault, or what?
Yeah, people could tell you it's your fault. You are not a good mother.
Wow.
You understand? Eh? You are never careful. Yeah.
So now when you managed to get your faith back and come out of that place, was there any hope? How did you manage to get back into your lifestyle? Did you get back into what you lost?
It was this program, it was called Women Creating Wealth.
Women Creating Wealth? Okay.
Owned by Glacama, the wife of late Mandela.
Oh.
Yeah. They had this program, it's called Women Creating Wealth.
Okay.
Aiming at capacity building, helping women, business women into growth and scale up their production.
Okay.
So I have attended that program. It was 1 year program. It is called International Entrepreneurship, where you are supposed to go and you tell what you do. They see how you can grow, because most of this business, it's always men leading. Now we also want women to lead. Yeah. We want women to do well in the business. So I'm joining that program, and then I'm going with my husband business.
Now it wasn't, it didn't have anything to do with what you were dealing with. You were just going there for business.
It has to do with business. Any business you're doing.
Any
it was
business.
only for business people.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going into that program, sharing my husband business, until one day we were told to write business plan. We were given people for that, and then I'm writing about my husband business. I'm being asked questions and I cannot answer. I'm going back to my husband and asking and coming back. And then my husband is telling me, why are you writing my business? Why shouldn't you write yours? And then I'm telling, do you think that is easy for me? It's not easy. I want yours. And then one day during that program, they asked me, Matilda, what do you like? So I began to flow about natural remedies.
Wow.
I flow, and then they're saying, why are you lighting this? Don't you think you should light what you like most? Why don't you change your passion into business?
Wow.
So they trained me to focus.
That was a turning moment.
Yes.
That was a turning point.
Yeah. But I could still go home and cry. Every day I could cry every day. So I had to practice the word of God every single day for me to recover.
So you were using your faith to come out of that place.
Yes.
But as you got this exposure in this business platform.
It was the same time. I'm doing business at the same time I'm practicing how to heal.
Wow.
So the whole process of me practicing the word of God, it took me a year. Because I've gone stage by stage, stage by stage. It wasn't an automatic thing.
You're still going through your healing process.
Yeah.
So now, as you're still going through your healing process, you're not out, like you're saying.
No.
You're practicing your faith, holding on to your faith,
Yes.
getting healing.
Yes.
That turning point that you now turned your passion into a business.
It was during that time when I am into this women program, Creating Growth. At the same time, I'm trying to start the word of God for it to become real in me. Then I began to look at my heart. I began to look at my thought life. Then when I was looking at my heart, I could sit down and say, Matilda, what do you have in your heart? All I could see was anger, bitterness, regrets. Then I'm realizing these things, they're killing me. They're destroying me. How am I getting out of it? How am I getting anger out of me? How am I getting the blame out of me?
So you were dealing with the emotions that you
Yes. I began to practice every single day. Every single day I could spend hours removing it,
How would you practice?
I could just say, Matilda, what do you have? Anger. Do you know anger is not good for you? Do you know anger is destroying you? So that is what I was saying.
Wow, you were talking to yourself.
To myself, yeah.
You talked to yourself.
I was talking to myself, yeah, and writing down sometimes, having a pen and paper, anger, Matilda, it is destroying you. Then, because in my heart I could feel like I'm carrying 20 kgs here, that my chest was very, very heavy. So when I practiced the heart part, then my chest became very light. It was so light and I could feel very good. But that does not mean that I was held. The difficult part was my thought. In my thought, Matilda, what are your thoughts? I'm saying, I am unlucky. I am cursed. I'm nothing. I'm useless.
That was your thought.
In my thought part. I've never done anything in this world. Useless mother, loser, failure.
Wow.
So I had to practice. The word of God is saying, I am blessed. I'm not a failure. I am a winner. So I began to put positive words in me. When I recovered from that, that is when I got my total healing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you had to go through mental healing?
Yes.
Through your faith?
Yes.
Encouraging yourself?
Yes.
Using that spiritual inspiration, your faith, and encouragement, and then emotional healing as well.
Yes.
I think that's such valuable information because there's a lot of women who are going through what you're going through, and they want to know how do we come out of these things as women. So I think sharing that is very profound. Now, what was the turning point for you?
It was during this Women Advancing Africa. It was a meeting organized by Graca Michelle.
Okay.
It was participants from 11 countries.
Okay. Graca Michelle being?
Yes. Business women.
Yeah.
We were meeting in Dar es Salaam at Hayati. So there were a lot of participants. And then these women, they were speaking of things they have done to help the society. They were talking so much story. Then it's like my mind came back. Then I'm saying, I've done something. I am useful. I am useful. Then I'm beginning to think, how about those 200 women who were unable to conceive? They have conceived. So how many marriages were able to heal? How many marriages were saved? Then it gave me the strength I needed.
It's so profound that you say that, because now going to a women's conference and being able to hear other women's stories, and it gave you the strength,
yes,
to come back and say, you know what, I've done something.
Yes.
I have 200 women that I've helped.
Yeah.
So the power of sharing our stories.
Yes.
As women.
As women.
So how did that impact you, that event, that hearing those women's stories? How did it kind of bring you back into that healthy mental space?
It made me realize we need to talk about our stories. We also need to talk about the internal healing. Because if you're in business and if you're mentally sick, you won't be able to do well. So it's good to share our stories so that we all heal. Yeah.
The turning point was really hearing another woman's story.
Yes, women's from different countries.
From different countries.
Yeah.
How they overcame, and you were like, you know what?
Changing society,
right.
Transforming lives.
So tell me now about that event. What did it do for you? How did it change your way of thinking, and then what did you do after?
There was another program,
okay,
which it was called Internal Healing. Experts from South Africa, they came. They began to share healing stories, and I saw a lot of women were crying that day.
Wow.
So the whole meeting went dark. People were crying.
Wow.
Then I'm realizing most of us were in pain, and we have no place to talk about it. Then at that point, I'm realizing, oh, I can also talk about my pain with other people, with other platform.
Yeah.
Then I got this platform of talking about internal healing, where there were 400 women. I talk about it, and I could see how people are really in pain, and they don't know how to get out of it. They have no people to share. When I come to you to Bahati, I tell you my story, begin to judge me. Some of the time you are giving us the wrong advice. So that means people are dying with their pain. They go with it. They're being depressed. Some they have given up. Some they are no longer doing anything. So during that pain you see that there is a lot of separation. Family are breaking up. Poverty is coming, because for someone who has given up, he can no longer work.
Yeah, there's no motivation.
There's no motivation. You are seeing people have developed some other diseases. Stress, you see.
Depression, so many
things. Then I'm realizing these people, the women I was helping before in infertility and those who have been recovered from other diseases, they were also in pain.
Yeah. They've
come out, meaning we can come out of pain and do better.
And is that how you began counseling women?
Yes.
And
speaking platforms, yeah. And I got this another opportunity of speaking about internal healing in Mozambique, where there were also 11 participant countries, business women. Yeah. I spoke about it. And then you could see the atmosphere changing. Yeah? After we have finished the meeting, then someone is coming and telling you, hey, nice to meet you. At least now I can be able to talk to you, because at least you understand my pain. You have been there. So there is this automatic healing when you talk. People are tired of hearing theories. People, they want to hear the real stories. You don't talk because you are leading. You talk, you are living it. Yeah? Then this another woman is coming and telling me, you know, I also lost my daughter. She was an engineer. I don't understand. Do you understand? Eh? And this woman, she's telling me, you know, I've been in depression simply because my parents were workaholics. Okay? And I'm just alone at home. So people are very free to talk to you.
Because you've opened up.
Yeah, because they know we are talking the same language. They know that you won't judge them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to know now the transition from this story of infertility, health problems, loss of child, and depression into business, into empowering women.
Women, yeah.
Into helping other women with their health and infertility. How did that happen?
It all happened due to that program of Glaka Michelle, the Women Creating Wealth, because they are telling women to turn your passion into business.
Wow.
So they trained me to turn my passion into business. Wow. I can talk more about it. And having exposure of meeting people from different countries, realizing that all those women, they're also going through infertility, they're also going through pain, because we were all crying. We were all sharing same stories. So it was a good platform for me to speak about it to different women in different countries, business women. So it all started from there because of the program, Women Creating Program. They made me believe, oh, I can talk more about it. We can bring a change in society. So if you say you're doing natural remedies, they're saying you're a witch. I'm also facing that. They think, are you a witch doctor?
Welcome back to Life Happens with Bahati Joyce. Today we are being inspired by a woman who has overcome infertility challenges using natural remedies. So Matilda, you're welcome. So you're going to tell us more about your business. I want to know how you were able to turn your struggle of infertility into a natural remedy business. And I want to know how you've managed to create an entrepreneurship out of natural remedies. So what does your business do? Tell us.
My company is called Mkeu at Home Consultancy. It's all about transforming lives through natural remedies by providing knowledge on nutrition, the importance of taking water and exercise and natural therapies, and the importance of vitamins and supplements.
So you educate people on
wellness
and natural remedies.
Yeah.
What services are you guys currently offering?
We are offering consultation.
Consultation,
yeah.
Wow. And the consultancy, tell me about the consultancy service. Like if I was interested, I want to sign up for Mkeu, Healing at Home. What's the procedure? How is the consultation?
You only come to our office,
okay,
and you tell us your need, because everyone has his own different needs. Some is looking for infertility, some is looking for us just to keep healthy. Okay. Some is just keeping, maybe he wants to heal from this disease, which is non-gynecological. Right. So everyone has his own needs. Yeah, it depends with what you want. They
can join your program and basically you work with them on how to change their life into a healthy lifestyle.
Yes.
How to apply these natural remedies.
Yeah.
Okay. And how's your business doing now?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have like, I would say roughly how many clients do you see a week?
They keep coming, sometimes 5, sometimes 10, sometimes 2. It keeps varies, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
How do you market yourself, your business?
So far, I only have one source, which is the word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Yeah.
And it works?
It does work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your best marketing strategy is word of mouth. What about challenges? Have you faced any challenges as a businesswoman? Some things maybe you've gone through that been challenging for your business?
Yeah, there's so many challenges. Number one is people are not ready to change their lifestyle.
Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
They don't want to.
Yeah.
You can tell 10 people, only one can do it. That is number one. There's still enough criticisms. People, they don't want to change. Yeah. Number two is there is also money issues. As I'm thinking of producing these herbs, so it's a very big project, which involves enough money. Investment, yeah. And I don't have that investment. Yeah. Then I'm looking for another way of looking for maybe partners, partnering with people.
What kind of partners would be beneficial to your business?
For people who are interested in natural remedies, who also want to invest more in natural remedies, maybe we should be able to produce herbs. We should be able to produce vitamins so that we can sell in Tanzania, in Africa.
Yeah. And it's such a big thing in Tanzania and in Africa.
Yeah.
Actually, majority of the people within Africa, I think they say up to 90%, use and rely on natural herbs for healing at home, like your business is called. What would you say to other people who are maybe watching and wants to do a business like yours? What advice would you give them to a fellow entrepreneur?
I would just say follow your heart. Do what you like inside it. You don't have to go to do what everyone else is doing. What is it that you like? You can do that.
What's your biggest success?
Those people.
Which people?
Who were able to conceive.
Wow.
Those people who were able to heal.
How many people?
What, 200 plus?
200 people have been able to conceive from your program?
Yes, from my program. And those people who were able to heal, and those people who were able to recover mentally, to me is a success.
Wow.
Every time they give me a report, every time they give me a feedback, it makes me very happy. Yeah.
I love that your success is actually, it's tangible.
Yeah.
You're changing and transforming people's lives through your business.
Yes.
Now, as a Tanzanian woman, what are some of the challenges that you now go through as a woman?
As a woman?
In that field? No,
it's just acceptabilities.
What do you mean by that?
Still, people don't understand what you're telling them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not so much that the challenges of doing business in that field as a woman, but it's the nature of the field itself?
Yes, the nature of field itself.
Of the field.
Yeah.
People still haven't understood
natural they're not connecting it.
No.
Yeah.
And maybe some people are skeptical. You know, I've heard people say that, like, oh, I don't know if this stuff works. There's so many things now in the market. How do you convince, convince is the wrong word. How do you educate your clients?
I give them education. I begin to tell them, like, if you have mineral deficiencies, maybe you'll feel this, you'll feel this. You can avoid this disease. You can avoid to come into classes. You can maintain your health. If you're already in that classes, how to rebuild your health. That is when it's clicking. Yeah?
Very nice.
Yeah.
How does someone get access of your services? Where do we sign up? How do they join?
No, it's just referral, like I say.
Referral.
Yeah.
Okay. And the program is for how long? For example, if I was to become a client, how long would I do the program for?
1 year.
1 year. It's a 1 year program.
It's a 1 year program.
Nice.
Yeah.
1 year healing program.
Yes.
Depending on my need.
Yeah, but it says 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
When you want to heal naturally, you need to give yourself at least 12 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And maybe the last question in terms of your business. We have seen a lot of transition within our country. You know, there's Tanzania Viwanda, which is industrializing Tanzania. That has been the vision now of our president. And this really has touched on herbs, the herbal industry, traditional medicine, and all that aspect of medicine. It's something that has been discussed. It's something that I feel like now people are awakening to. They're discovering that, you know what, actually we have an inheritance through our resource, through the resource of the knowledge, medicinal plants, traditional use of herbs. Where do you see this going for your business, but also for Tanzania?
I'm seeing that we are getting out of, the things of natural remedies. It was all for witch doctors.
Yes.
So if you say you are doing natural remedies, they are saying you're a witch. I'm also facing that. They think, are you a witch doctor?
You see? You up to? We're not sure.
And we were not preserving these things well. We are not packaging them.
Yes,
so we are going to repackage.
Yeah. So the knowledge that we had as Africans, as Tanzanians, in traditional medicine, in herbal medicine, we didn't package it very well.
Yes.
And people don't know about it. They're not sure because what they were used to is that it was practiced for
witch doctors.
Witch doctors.
So sometimes people will tell me, "Are you a witch doctor?"
Yeah, and that's also a challenging
yeah,
field
it is. They don't really understand it.
They don't understand.
So we are going to change. We are going to use this Tanzanian's product. We are going to put it into capsules. We are going to put it into powder form. We are also going to repack for local, for Africa, for all over the world. We are going to create the demand. Yeah?
Right.
We have been importing. It's time for us to export.
Yeah. Wow, thank you for sharing your story with us. It's been very exciting. Here on Life Happens with Bahati Joyce, where we take life head on and make it happen, we're bringing you the best of Africa. Thank you for tuning in with us. We have been inspired, we have been challenged, and most of all, we have learned about how you and I can make life happen. Stay tuned and see you next time.